because I've never actually played it.
It's a great one to play. Except for three, is the ending for three is absolute crap. But besides from that, it's good.
That's what I've heard. I heard the third game was actually crap because of its ending.
Well, the game the whole game from beginning, middle to almost end is actually really good. But when you get to the end, it's just like, what the hell? No, you don't do it that way.
Wait, you're not saying that the game goes kick-ass awesome, and then right to the ending is basically, hey, fuck you, gamers.
Yeah. And the thing is, all they had to do, and this is, I don't care what anyone says, but all they had to do for Mass Effect 3, if they just wanted to end it, do a Lord of the Rings ending. Pretty much. Just have Shepard go in, final fight with the boss, blows up the ship, takes out all the Reapers, then marries his girlfriend. And that's all you gotta do.
Well, let's just hope they don't do a million endings like what Return of the King had.
Actually, it's funny, I was watching that film. We were watching the Blu-ray version of it. And I think Peter Jackson, I think he did a few things on purpose. The first one is the scene after Sam and Frodo are on Mount Doom with all the lava. It cuts to black. I think he did that on purpose to think it was over, so he could kind of piss people off. Like, well, we'll make him think it's over. No, it's not over. And everyone's like, okay, good, he didn't end it right there because everyone would have killed him if he had ended it right there.
Oh, motherfucker, it's over already. They're dead. Oh, fuck you, man. Fuck you, Peter Jackson.
No, wait, they're not dead. We're gonna Then the next one you think it's over is when they suddenly leave Ganondorf. It's going back up going up, and you see Mount Doom. You think, okay, now it's over. No, it's not over. We still got more.
Yep, we're going back to the Shire, and Sam marries his girlfriend or whatever. His love interest that appeared in the first movie. Okay, that should be over, right? Nope, it's just Frodo writing the book that Bilbo was writing, from The Hobbit.
And it cuts to black there, and he goes, no, we're going to the River of Styx, and Frodo and Bilbo, they have to go to heaven. Oh yeah, and Gandalf, he's going to heaven too, right?
Yeah, I don't know where they're going. It's somewhere. I don't know where they're going.
Yeah, because that had me rubbing my head there, going like, wait, they're dying, but they're not dead yet.
I don't know.
And after they sailed from Middle Earth, you think that would be the ending, right? Nope, it's just Sam living at Frodo's old house with his wife and 2 kids. Is this the ending now? Because if it's not, then, man, I'm tired of holding my fucking pee in. Oh, good, it's over. I need to get up and go to the restroom.
Yeah, it's like, I actually saw that in theaters in December 2003, the midnight showing. I ended up going to bed straight after that. It was actually out of town. I was with a group of friends. Actually, scratch that. I didn't go straight to bed. I was with some friends out. It was around, I think, 2, 3 a.m. Went to an IHOP, got late night breakfast, had coffee. I had like 2 or 3 cups, maybe 4. Some guy was saying, you're not going to be able to sleep. And I was like, no, this is nothing. And I went home, went to bed, woke up in the middle of the afternoon.
I remember seeing The Hobbit with my dad. I think it was after Christmas. We both saw it, and I remember liking it very much. Which I actually like the battle scenes. I like Gollum. I like the spider scene, and eventually the final battle with Gandalf and Gimli and all the other people fighting the orcs, and the eagles come in and actually start killing all the orcs and stuff. I actually had a ball there when seeing it.
Yeah, this is the thing. Do you guys want to know if you ever watched the Lord of the Rings, the extended versions? Take a guess how long those are. The Return of the King. Just the Return of the King.
They're about nearly 4 hours long, right?
Yep, 4 hours.
Huh. Any idea how long the Hobbit version is going to be? Because when I looked it up on it, it's going to be, I think the third quarter of 2013 this year, and the extended version might be 20 to 30 minutes long. I'm not sure. But I don't know how they could actually extend that, because watching it in theaters, it felt long. And it was like, what, 3 hours long?
Yeah, it was. And that's another gripe I actually have with The Hobbit. It's that The Hobbit didn't really need to be a 3-hour movie of them walking in the fields and stuff. I mean, once in a while you get a cool action scene, but other than that, it's just walking. But then again, they have to go from one place to another just to get to the mountain anyway, so why am I complaining?
And plus you're getting character development.
And one thing I don't think I'll ever watch is that Lord of the Rings animated movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw it. From I saw, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it. I don't think it's that as bad as what most Lord of the Rings fans make it out to be. But then again, I'm not really that much of a fan of Ralph Bakshi anyway. So, but it's still, I don't think it's that good of a movie either. Let's put it to that way. But the only version I will see of that film is what's it called, the Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings completely screwed over dub, where a couple of people dedicated all their voice talent to make fun of the characters. You know, kind of similar to Dragon Ball Z, the abridged series, except they don't abridge, the film. They actually went through the entire movie making fun of the voices as well as the awkward animation. For example, the animated Gollum in one scene was actually moving around like he's actually rapping, and they actually had this rap number where Gollum was actually singing it in rhyme, and Frodo was actually rap battling with Gollum. I actually burst myself laughing at this scene, and
Oh,
I'll send you a link to the completely screwed over dub, so that way you don't have to see the Ralph Bakshi's version all the way. You don't have to see Ralph Bakshi's version in its original content. Yeah, all you have to do is to watch the parody of it.
From what I've heard about his version, about the that version though, is it ends after Two Towers. They don't end it. They don't go to Return of the King.
Well, the thing about what happened was that Ralph Bakshi wanted to make this into a two-parter film, but the people behind the distributors, I think it was United Artists, they actually decided to make it into one film because nobody would actually pay to see a two-parter film. They believe that nobody would actually pay a cent to see to see one part of a two-part film. That's why they didn't make a sequel for it. Besides, the film tanked at the box office anyway, so.
Actually, oh, continue.
Or I could be wrong though. It wasn't really a. I mean, it was a. I mean, the critical reaction was actually mixed, and the box office was actually kind of fair. But then again, it didn't really warrant enough for a sequel, as most Hollywood distributors believe that a sequel to a film wouldn't really happen, especially when it only showed one part of the movie.
Actually, there was interesting. I found this out a while back. Apparently, the Beatles, from what I've heard, wanted to actually do the Lord of the Rings films.
what, you mean the live action or animated?
Live action. They wanted to do a live action version of Lord of the Rings, but they were never to get the licensing rights for it.
Hmm.
I also heard that Stanley Kubrick wanted to was offered to make a version of it as well, but I don't remember how. I don't really remember how he actually backed out, but which was eventually given to Ralph Bakshi himself after he directed I don't know whether he directed before or after he directed Fritz the Cat and Heavy Traffic, but it was around that time when Bakshi was actually in his game with adult animation.
Well, no one's ever going to be able to top what Peter Jackson did for Lord of the Rings. That's the one thing. No one's ever going to top what he did with those films.
Unless, of course, they included stuff that he left out. Like, I heard there was a little bit of story that was not included. That was from the novels.
Tom Bombadil, whatever his name is, he was a character that was in the novels that was taken out of the film for obvious reasons. Like, he was It was pretty much, he was kind of pointless. So.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, he was pointless. Who else? A few others too. They were all like kind of taken out because they were just really had no what's I'm looking for.
Moving the story along.
Yeah, it would have dragged the story way too
Keeping
long.
the flow of the story going.
What else? Scarring of the Shire. They took that out.
Oh, what, the burning?
Uh,
Or not burning, but a premonition or a vision of what would happen if Frodo failed or gave up.
well, no, the Scarring of the Shire was basically after they destroy the ring. Sam, Frodo, Merry, and Pippin go back to the Shire, but they see that it's been completely destroyed, and all the hobbits are enslaved, and so they have to teach the hobbits to fight because Sauron, the guy
Sauron.
Sauron, the guy who was helping Saruman, who he was helping him in the Two Towers, he basically took over the Shire. So basically that was one thing that Peter Jackson took out, but that was for obvious reasons because that part in the book is like 90 pages long.
But it would have been interesting.
But it was funny because I actually Peter Jackson explained why the Scarring Shire was not in Lord of the Rings. He said this was really not about the Shire. This is about Frodo and his quest for the ring to be destroyed.
Anything else to add to this podcast?
Can't think of anything else.
Me neither.
Guess would be a good place to wrap up.
All right, then. You've been listening to the Manoftomorrow podcast. We will see you guys later. Night.
Catch you
Night.
later.